You've seen the movies. Egyptian women draped in gold, fanning pharaohs waiting to be rescued. But that's not even close to the truth. 3000 years ago, Egyptian women were running businesses, practicing medicine, owning property, and even ruling entire kingdoms. Today, we're going back to ancient Egypt to find out. What did ordinary Egyptian women actually do? Today, we're going back to ancient Egypt to find out. What did ordinary Egyptian women actually do all day? The day started before sunrise. An ordinary Egyptian woman, not royalty, just regular person, would wake up in a simple mud brick home near the Nile. First thing, personal hygiene. Egyptians bathed daily, which was unusual for the ancient world. They used a paste made from natron, salt, and animal fat as soap. They rubbed castor oil into their skin to protect it from the brutal desert heat. Then came the makeup, and this wasn't just for beauty, it was for protection. Made from ground lead ore, it reduced the sun's glare and kept away eye infections. Looking good wasn't vanity. In ancient Egypt, it was survival. Next came breakfast, and someone had to make it. Bread was the foundation of every Egyptian meal, but making it was hard, physical work. Women would kneel at the large grinding stones and crush emmer, wheat into flour. Every single morning, archaeologists have found ancient Egyptian skeletons with worn down knees and damaged spines from years of this work. The dough was mixed with water, sometimes flavored with dates, honey, garlic, then baked in clay ovens. Alongside bread, women prepared beer. Yes, beer. It was drunk by everyone in Egypt, including children. Egyptian beer was thick, nutritious, almost like a liquid bread. Women brewed it at home. After the morning meal, the real work began. Linen weaving was one of the most important industries in the ancient Egypt, and it was almost entirely run by women. They sat at horizontal looms for hours, weaving thread into the fine white linen that Egyptians were famous for across the ancient world. This fabric was exported, traded, and even used as currency. Some women worked in the fields alongside men, harvesting wheat, flax, and vegetables along the fertile banks of the Nile. Others ran market stalls, selling food, cloth, pottery, and oils. Egyptian women had full legal rights to own property, run businesses, and sign contracts entirely independently of their husbands. This was extraordinary for the ancient world. In Rome or Greece at the same time, women had almost no legal rights at all. Wealthy women managed large households with servants. They kept detailed accounts of grain stores, livestock, and trade. Some worked as professional mourners at funerals, a paid job that involved wailing, beating their chests, and throwing dust on their heads. Dancers and singers in temples, highly respected roles in Egypt society, and some remarkably worked as doctors, specializing in gynecology and childbirth. In between all of this, there were children. Egyptian families were large. A woman might have 5, 6, 7 children. Amulets and prayers to the goddess Taweret, protector of mothers, and babies were kept in every home. Children were genuinely loved in Egyptian society. Archaeologists have found wooden toys, dolls, and spinning tops in ancient Egyptian homes. Every household had a small shrine, and it was the woman's responsibility to make daily offerings food, flowers, incense to the household gods. As the sun dropped and the desert cooled, the family gathered together. The evening meal was the main meal of the day. Bread, vegetables fresh from the Nile, onions, lentils, and fruits like figs and pomegranates. Wealthier families might have roasted duck or goat. After eating, Egyptians socialized. Music was and rattles, called sistrums. The stars were watched. Egyptians were skilled astronomers, and the night sky held deep spiritual meaning. Then sleep, on a simple reed mat or a wooden bed, with a headrest carved from stone or wood. So what did Egyptians women do all day? They fed their families, ran businesses, wove the fabric that clothed an empire, held the stick, raised children, and held the spiritual heart of every household together. They weren't waited to be rescued, they were holding the whole civilization up. If you found this fascinating, you're going to love our next video. What did ordinary Egyptian children do all day? Drop a comment below if you want that one next. And subscribe because we're just getting started.